Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how a simple fruit, like an avocado, can be both a blessing and a potential health risk? The truth is, even the healthiest foods can have hidden dangers, especially when it comes to seniors and the medications they take. Make no mistake, just because something is considered a superfood doesn't mean it's always a good fit for your diet. Whether it's messing with your meds or triggering unexpected allergies, the seemingly harmless avocado could be more dangerous than you think. Stick with me as we dive into the facts about why this creamy fruit may not be the health hero it's cracked up to be. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. But here's the painful truth. For seniors, especially those who already struggle with kidney problems, this seemingly innocent fruit, which many of us would casually toss into a smoothie or enjoy as a refreshing snack, can be a silent predator, quietly hiding its dangers in plain sight. And that danger? A toxin called carboxin. It's hard to imagine that something as sweet and appealing as starfruit could carry such a risk. But the reality is, this fruit contains a hidden toxin that poses serious threats, especially as we grow older. The danger is insidious, creeping into the bodies of seniors in ways that are almost impossible to detect until it's too late. Carboxin is a naturally occurring toxin in starfruit, and in a young, healthy body, the kidneys, those miraculous organs we often take for granted, can filter out this harmful substance, clearing it from the bloodstream with efficiency and ease. The result? No harm was done. Life goes on. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Our bodies don't stay young forever. As we age, our kidneys begin to weaken, slowly but surely. The filtration system that once worked like a well-oiled machine starts to slow down. This gradual decline in kidney function is a natural part of the aging process, yet it often goes unnoticed until something triggers a sudden, shocking crisis. For seniors, the implications of this loss of efficiency can be devastating. Carboxin, which would have been filtered out quickly when we were younger, begins to build up in the bloodstream, left to wreak havoc where it should have been cleared long ago. This is where the danger lies unchecked. It can cause significant health problems, spiraling out of control in ways that leave loved ones shocked and helpless. To help make this more real, let's talk about John, a 72-year-old man living in sunny Tampa, Florida. John was the epitome of healthy, living a man who took pride in his daily habits. He ate well, stayed hydrated, walked regularly, and made sure to include fresh fruits and vegetables in his diet. He was always on the lookout for ways to improve his health, and one morning, while in the produce section, he spotted starfruit. Its shiny, vibrant appearance caught his eye, and it seemed like the perfect way to add something fun and nutritious to his routine. He decided to toss some into his morning smoothies, thinking nothing of it after all. It's just fruit, right? For the first few days, everything seemed perfect. He enjoyed the fruit, savoring its sweet, tangy flavor. He felt good about trying something new, convinced that he was doing his body a favor. But then, just as subtle changes often creep into the lives of seniors, John started noticing things weren't quite right. At first, it was mild, a slight dizziness when standing up, almost like a faint wobble. He thought it was nothing, perhaps just the result of an unusually long day. Then, the confusion set in. John began walking into rooms and forgetting why he was there. He'd struggled to find the right words in conversation, the mental fog thickening with each passing day. At first, he brushed it off. Maybe I just need to drink more water, he thought. But that assumption couldn't explain the sudden, overwhelming fatigue that hit him like a tidal wave. His sanse manageable daily chores suddenly felt impossible. He could barely muster the energy to get out of bed. Then came the moment of terror, a morning that turned his world upside down. John woke up, glanced at the calendar, and felt a sinking feeling in his chest. He couldn't remember what day it was. This wasn't just forgetfulness. This was something far more serious. His family, concerned and alarmed by his increasing disorientation, rushed him to the hospital. After hours of tests and blood work, the doctors delivered the shocking news: John had been poisoned by starfruit. It turned out that his mild, undiagnosed kidney disease had been silently creeping up on him for years. When he consumed the starfruit, the carboxin accumulated in his body, unable to be filtered out by his weakening kidneys. And it wasn't just his kidneys that suffered, it began to destroy his nervous system, triggering confusion, dizziness, and an overwhelming sense of fatigue. John's story isn't just an isolated incident. It's a glaring example of just how treacherous this innocent-looking fruit can be. And it's a wake-up call for all of us, especially those of us in our later years. The truth is, seniors are at a much higher risk than they realize. According to the National Kidney Foundation, even a small serving of starfruit, just a few slices, can be life-threatening for those with compromised kidney function. Think about that for a moment. A few harmless slices of fruit could potentially lead to a life-threatening emergency. And what makes it even more dangerous is the fact that kidney disease often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Research from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases tells us that 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 has some form of kidney disease. And tragically, many don't even know it. Kidney disease can quietly linger in the background, giving no obvious signs until something triggers a catastrophic event like this. For those of us who feel fine and assume we're in good health, this is a harsh reminder that we can't take our bodies for granted. What seems harmless might not be so benign after all. Now, let's dive deeper into how carboxin affects the body when it starts to accumulate. This isn't just an inconvenient minor symptom, it's a full-blown crisis. Carboxin is a neurotoxin, meaning it specifically targets and disrupts the nervous system. The effects can range from mild to life-threatening. Here's a closer look at what happens when carboxin overpowers the body: dizziness and confusion. One of the first signs that something is off, the toxin disrupts brain function, leaving you disoriented, unbalanced, and struggling to think clearly. Severe fatigue, your body becomes exhausted as it battles the toxin, making even the simplest of tasks feel like an insurmountable challenge. Memory problems, like John, many people start experiencing short-term memory loss, which can turn everyday life into a confusing blur. Seizures, in extreme cases, the carboxin can overstimulate the nervous system, causing terrifying convulsions. Coma, if the buildup of carboxin continues untreated, it can escalate into a coma, a rare but documented outcome. Beyond these neurological effects, we must also consider the overwhelming burden placed on the kidneys. When kidneys are unable to filter out the toxin, it doesn't simply stay put, it actively damages the system. Studies from the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology have shown that starfruit can cause acute kidney injury, especially in individuals with pre-existing kidney issues. What may have started as a minor unnoticed condition can quickly turn into a full-blown medical emergency, as we saw with John. This is not something to take lightly. The story of John serves as a powerful, painful reminder of how something so innocent in appearance can be a hidden danger. It's a call for vigilance, especially for seniors who are already facing the challenges of aging. We can't afford to ignore the risks that lurk in plain sight, no matter how harmless they may seem at first. Why is it that so many seniors can't resist reaching for that starfruit, even though there are risks involved? I can completely understand the attraction. It's like a tropical treasure, just waiting to be discovered. The starfruit, with its eye-catching shape and vibrant color, has an exotic allure that makes it feel so special and unique. It stands out against the usual everyday apples and bananas that dominate grocery store aisles. There's something about the thought of tasting a fruit that's not only refreshing, but also so distinctively tropical. It's sweet, juicy, and offers that satisfying crunch, making it an ideal snack or the perfect garnish to brighten up any dish. On top of all that, star fruit is often marketed as a superfood, boasting high levels of vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants. Those qualities sound perfect for health-conscious older adults looking to optimize their diet and improve their well-being. After all, we're all trying to make better choices as we age, right? So, it's easy to see why many would gravitate toward it, thinking they're making a healthy decision. But here's the heartbreaking truth. For those with compromised kidneys, star fruit is nothing more than a wolf in sheep's clothing. Behind its glossy, tempting surface lies a hidden danger that can cause devastating consequences, especially for older adults. It's a reminder that not everything that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's a risk disguised as a healthy option. That's why it's so important to pay close attention to what we're putting in our bodies, especially as we age and our health becomes more delicate. Safer alternatives to satisfy your tropical cravings, but don't lose heart, because there are still plenty of ways to enjoy tropical flavors without putting your kidneys at risk. The good news is that the world is brimming with safe, delicious options that will satisfy your tropical cravings, all while keeping you healthy and happy. Let's talk about some of these fantastic alternatives. First up, we have Asian pears. These beauties are crisp and juicy, offering a texture that closely resembles the satisfying crunch of star fruit, but with none of the dangerous side effects. Not only are they safe for your kidneys, but they're also packed with fiber and vitamin C. It's like enjoying a tropical treat without the fear of harm. It's a win-win. Then there's dragon fruit, one of the most vibrant and exotic fruits out there. With its bright pink skin and speckled flesh, it's a showstopper. But beyond its stunning appearance, dragon fruit is completely safe for seniors and offers a ton of antioxidants that are excellent for overall health. It's the kind of fruit you can feel good about reaching for, and it adds a fun, colorful touch to your diet. Next, let's talk about mangoes, the sweet, succulent fruit that's bursting with tropical goodness. Mangoes have always been a favorite for those seeking a rich, satisfying taste. They're naturally sweet, packed with vitamins, and perfect for seniors who want a safe, healthy alternative to star fruit. Mangoes are a delicious reminder that tropical fruits don't have to come with a side of worry. Lastly, we have papayas, a fruit that brings a buttery, smooth texture and a healthy dose of vitamins A and C. They're gentle on your kidneys and offer a refreshing tropical taste that's perfect for any time of day. With papayas, you get all the benefits of tropical flavor without any of the risks. Each of these fruits gives you that same tropical vibe without the gamble, allowing you to indulge in that exotic experience while keeping your kidneys and your peace of mind safe. It's the kind of freedom that comes from knowing you're making the right choices for your health. The bottom line, at the end of the day, food is supposed to nourish us and bring joy, not stress us out with the constant worry about what risks we might be taking with every bite. Starfruit may look appealing with its glossy, star-shaped form and its promise of an exotic, refreshing taste, but for seniors, especially those with kidney problems, it's a risk you just don't need to take. The potential consequences of consuming starfruit: dizziness, confusion, seizures, and even worse, are not worth any potential nutritional benefits it may offer. When you go to the store and that starfruit catches your eye, take a moment and think about the toll it could take on your body. Instead of reaching for that dangerous fruit, why not leave it behind and grab one of the safer, equally delicious alternatives? Your kidneys, your nervous system, and your overall well-being will thank you for it. Life is about making wise, informed choices, especially when it comes to our health. Don't let the temptation of an exotic fruit lead you down a dangerous path. Choose safety, choose nourishment, and most importantly, choose peace of mind. After all, no fruit, no matter how attractive, is worth compromising your health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. What happens next? Well, if you're not careful, you might feel a quick burst of energy, followed by an exhausting crash that leaves you completely drained. You might experience that all too familiar fogginess in your head, a sense of irritability or even frustration, and it feels like no matter how much you rest, your body just won't catch up. Over time, these sudden spikes in your blood sugar can place an incredible strain on your system, quietly increasing the risk of heart disease, complicating diabetes, and even contributing to unwanted weight gain, especially if those spikes are a regular part of your daily diet. It's like your body is constantly on a roller coaster, one moment soaring high and the next plummeting down without warning. Take Patricia, for instance, a 68-year-old retiree from Chicago. Her story is so relatable, and it hits home for so many of us. Patricia had always prided herself on being mindful of her health, but after a recent checkup, the results startled her. Her blood sugar levels were creeping up, inching toward dangerous territory. Patricia knew something had to change, so she decided to take action. In an attempt to make a healthier choice, she swapped out her usual afternoon cookies, a guilty pleasure she had shared with her daily tea, for a bowl of seedless red grapes. It's fruit, she told herself. It's got to be better for me. She had this vision of herself making a virtuous choice, saying goodbye to processed junk food and opting for something fresh and natural. It seemed like a smart move, right? But oh, how the story took a turn. After a few weeks, Patricia started feeling unusually tired, even though she was getting a full night's rest. She noticed that her vision blurred slightly in the afternoons, and she even felt light-headed after eating a collection of strange symptoms that alarmed her. She had no idea what was happening, and it left her feeling confused and a little defeated. That's when the panic set in. She dug out her old blood sugar monitor, one she hadn't used since her pre-diabetes days, and tested herself after finishing her grape snack. The reading was shocking, 180 mg per deciliter, way higher than her usual range of 100 to 120. Her heart sank. She didn't understand it. Why wasn't this simple change working? Desperate for answers, she made an appointment with her doctor. I thought I was doing the right thing, she told him, her voice a mixture of disbelief and concern. Her doctor, ever so calm and reassuring, reviewed her diet and quickly identified the problem. Those innocent-looking grapes were the culprit. Even though Patricia had ditched the sugary processed snacks, the natural sugars in grapes were affecting her just as much, perhaps even more. According to research from Harvard Medical School, grapes have a surprisingly high glycemic index, meaning they can spike blood sugar levels faster than some processed foods like whole grain bread. For seniors whose bodies aren't as efficient at handling those spikes, even something seemingly healthy can have a serious impact. But wait, there's more. Grapes pose another danger to seniors that Patricia hadn't even considered, the choking hazard. It's something that's far less obvious, but just as serious. As we age, our swallowing reflex naturally weakens. The muscles in our throat don't coordinate as smoothly, and our gag reflex doesn't kick in as quickly. So, foods that are small, round, smooth, and slippery like grapes become prime candidates for causing serious problems. If they aren't chewed properly or swallowed whole, they can easily get lodged in the windpipe, blocking the airway. The slick skin of a grape makes it even harder to dislodge once it's stuck, and that's terrifying when you think about it. In fact, according to the National Safety Council, choking incidents involving grapes among seniors have increased by 30% over the last 5 years. It's shocking how something as seemingly harmless as a grape can lead to life-threatening situations. Picture it. You're sitting on the couch, casually munching on grapes, and one slips down before you've even had time to chew it properly. For a younger person, a quick cough might solve the problem. But for an older adult, that simple moment could turn into a deadly emergency. And it's happening more often than we realize. So, does this mean you should say goodbye to grapes forever? Not necessarily. If you love grapes, there's no need to banish them from your kitchen, but you do need to be mindful and strategic about how you enjoy them. There are ways to enjoy grapes without risking your health. Cut them up, slice each grape into quarters before eating. This drastically reduces the risk of choking by making them less likely to get stuck in the throat. Plus, it slows down the rate at which you consume them, giving your body more time to process the sugar. Pair them smartly. Combine grapes with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a small piece of cheese or a handful of almonds. This helps buffer the sugar rush by slowing down digestion and absorption, making it easier on your body. Watch your portions. Limit yourself to 6 small grapes at a time, about half a cup. It's enough to satisfy your craving without overloading your system with too much sugar at once. If you're willing to explore alternatives, other fruits are safer and just as delicious for seniors. Fresh berries like strawberries or blueberries are lower in sugar and packed with incredibly beneficial antioxidants. Or try melon, watermelon, cantaloupe, or honeydew, cut into small, manageable pieces. They're hydrating, naturally sweet, and much easier to chew, making them a safer choice for seniors. The bottom line is that grapes, while they may seem harmless, come with hidden risks that many seniors don't even realize. Whether it's their surprisingly high sugar content or the choking hazard they pose, grapes aren't as innocent as they appear. But with some mindful adjustments, you can continue to enjoy them without jeopardizing your health. After all, life is about balance, right? You shouldn't have to give up all the simple pleasures you love. Just tweak them to stay safe and healthy. Life's too precious to feel restricted, but a little awareness goes a long way in protecting our well-being. If this information resonates with you and you found it valuable, drop a comment with the number 2 below. I'd love to know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more helpful tips like these. Your support means the world to us, and it allows us to keep bringing you content that can make a difference. For many older adults, the discomfort they experience daily becomes a relentless battle that often seems to have no clear cause. It could be something as simple as the vibrant morning orange sitting in their fruit bowl, which many might assume is a healthy start to the day. Take, for example, Margaret, a 73-year-old retiree from the cold, crisp state of Minnesota. Margaret had been suffering from frequent and painful heartburn for years, attributing it to the expected effects of aging. Like so many others, she tried a variety of over-the-counter remedies, hoping for a quick fix, but nothing seemed to provide the lasting relief she so desperately needed. It wasn't until she made the life-changing decision to eliminate oranges from her diet that she noticed a profound improvement in her overall health. For Margaret, what seemed like an innocent, healthy habit was quietly wreaking havoc on her well-being. Her story is a powerful reminder of just how much the foods we consume can affect our health, often in ways we never expected. The danger with oranges extends beyond the discomfort of heartburn. For seniors, there is another hidden, insidious threat that many overlook: interference with essential medications. As we age, our bodies require medications to help manage a variety of conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or depression. Oranges, while often seen as a health food due to their high vitamin C content, can disrupt the effectiveness of more than 50 commonly prescribed medications, according to the Mayo Clinic. This can be a life-threatening oversight, especially for older adults who may already be juggling multiple prescriptions. The compounds in citrus fruits, particularly oranges, block enzymes in the body that are necessary for the proper absorption and metabolism of these medications. As a result, the medications may not work as intended, putting the individual's health at serious risk. For example, seniors who rely on blood pressure medications like Atenol or Felodipine could find these drugs less effective, which can lead to dangerously high blood pressure levels. Similarly, statins, which are used to lower cholesterol and reduce heart disease risk, might not function properly if interfered with by citrus fruits like oranges. For those who depend on antidepressants, such as citalopram, to regulate their mood, the interference could result in emotional instability or a worsening of mental health symptoms. These examples serve as a stark reminder that what might seem like a harmless snack can, in reality, have far-reaching consequences for an older adult's health. Furthermore, the risk posed by oranges doesn't end with medication interference. There is a more subtle, yet equally concerning issue that often goes unnoticed: the potential damage to our teeth. As we grow older, the enamel on our teeth naturally weakens, making them more vulnerable to decay and discomfort. The acidity found in foods like oranges accelerates this process, leaving seniors with sensitive teeth that can hurt when eating hot, cold, or even sweet foods. This acid can also contribute to gum irritation, inflaming the delicate tissue in our mouths. For seniors already battling weakened enamel, the acidity in oranges could make matters even worse. It's not just about enjoying a sweet, tangy fruit. It's about protecting a smile that's been with us through a lifetime of memories. But fear not, there is hope for those who still crave the fresh burst of citrus without the devastating impact on their health. You don't have to give up vitamin C or the fresh, zesty flavor of fruit entirely. Many safer, gentler alternatives can still provide the essential nutrients without the risks associated with oranges. Bell peppers, surprisingly, pack more vitamin C than oranges, and they come with far less acidity, making them a great choice for those sensitive to citrus. Kiwis, sweet and tangy, offer a delicious way to get your vitamin C without causing harm to your digestive system or teeth. Strawberries, low in acid, are another excellent option, as they're not only tasty but easy to incorporate into your diet, whether in yogurt, oatmeal, or just as a snack. Additionally, nutrient-rich vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts provide plenty of vitamin C, along with an array of other health benefits that can support a senior's overall well-being. If you simply can't part with oranges, there are ways to consume them more safely. Timing can make all the difference. Try to enjoy oranges in the middle of the day instead of first thing in the morning or right before bed. This minimizes the strain on your digestive system and prevents acid reflux from becoming a daily nuisance. When taking medications, it's crucial to wait at least 2 hours after taking them before indulging in citrus fruits. This small adjustment can help ensure that your medications work as they're meant to. Diluting orange juice with water in a 1:1 ratio can help reduce its acidity, making it easier on your stomach and teeth. Pairing oranges with alkaline foods like bananas or avocados can also help counteract some of the acidity. Despite these precautions, the safest option for many seniors, especially those with acid reflux or dental concerns, may be to avoid oranges altogether. The bottom line is this: while oranges may be packed with vitamins and nutrients, for older adults, they can also be more trouble than they're worth. From triggering digestive issues to interfering with essential medications and eroding tooth enamel, the risks may outweigh the benefits. It's essential to listen to our bodies and make mindful choices as we age. The next time you reach for that bright orange fruit, ask yourself, is it worth the potential discomfort and risk? Or might a bell pepper or kiwi be a better fit for your health and happiness in your golden years? If you're taking any of these medications, blood thinners, antihypertensives, or mood stabilizers, it's incredibly important to have an honest, open conversation with your doctor or pharmacist before making avocados a regular part of your diet. The last thing you want is to unknowingly cause an issue with your prescribed regimen, especially when these medications are essential for managing your health. Our bodies, especially as we age, go through so many changes, and even the healthiest foods can sometimes create problems if we don't pay close attention. Let's talk about another important aspect: allergies. They can creep up on you when you least expect them, even if you've enjoyed a particular food without issue for years. Avocados, a fruit that's often praised for its creamy texture and nutritional benefits, contain proteins that are structurally similar to those in latex, yes, the material found in gloves, balloons, and medical supplies. This similarity can trigger what's known as latex fruit syndrome, a condition that is much more common than most people realize. It may sound surprising to hear about food allergies developing later in life, but research has shown that approximately 6% of seniors have some degree of latex sensitivity, and for these individuals, eating avocados can cause a range of allergic reactions. You might experience itching or swelling in your mouth, throat irritation, digestive upset, or even red, irritated skin after handling them. Here's the unsettling part: allergies aren't fixed. Our immune systems change as we grow older, and just because we tolerated something for decades doesn't mean it will always agree with us. Imagine Margaret, a 72-year-old woman from sunny Phoenix. She had always loved her weekly avocado salad, but one day, after years of indulging, she began to notice a tingling sensation in her lips and a scratchy feeling in her throat after eating. At first, she brushed it off. Maybe it was the dressing, or perhaps a spice she wasn't used to. But when the symptoms occurred again, she knew something wasn't right. Margaret consulted with an allergist, who confirmed that her mild latex sensitivity, developed from years of wearing gardening gloves, had triggered an unexpected allergy to avocados. This experience is a vivid reminder that just because a food has been part of your diet for years, it doesn't mean it's safe forever. Our bodies, in their wisdom, sometimes shift and develop sensitivities when we least expect them. So, what do? Does this mean that avocados should be completely off the table? Not necessarily. If you're hooked on that creamy texture and the health benefits that come with them, you can still enjoy avocados, but you need to approach them more wisely. One simple, smart approach is to keep it small. Limit yourself to just a quarter of an avocado per day, roughly 60 calories. That's enough to enjoy the flavor and reap some of the benefits without overloading your system. Another smart move is to pair your avocado with other foods. Never eat it solo. Combining it with a protein source like a boiled egg or adding some fiber-rich veggies will not only balance out the calories, but will also slow digestion, giving your body time to process the fats in a healthily. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Also, if you're on medications, especially blood thinners, blood pressure drugs, or antidepressants, always check with your doctor before continuing to consume avocados regularly. It's better to be safe than sorry, and your doctor can help ensure that the avocado doesn't interfere with the crucial medications you depend on. If you'd rather sidestep potential risks altogether, there are plenty of alternatives that can deliver similar benefits without the baggage. A teaspoon of olive oil on your salad is a heart-healthy fat you can control precisely with no guesswork involved. Or you can grab a handful of walnuts or almonds. These nutrient-dense options are easy to portion out and carry no risk of medication interference. They even offer that satisfying crunch we all crave without the hidden pitfalls that can come with avocados. So here's the takeaway: avocados, while lauded as a superfood, may not always be the perfect fit for seniors. From calorie overload to medication interference to the possibility of a late onset allergy, these fruits demand caution. You don't have to abandon them entirely, but approach them with careful awareness. Measure, pair, and always consult with your healthcare provider. After all, taking charge of your health means not simply following every food trend that comes along, but making mindful, informed choices that truly serve your body's changing needs. And If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please take a moment to comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Your support means so much to us. It helps us keep creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so now and click the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Your engagement helps us continue providing the best, most helpful information possible. Now, let's move on to the next fruit, watermelon. A summer favorite for so many, it's sweet, juicy, and refreshing, making it the perfect choice for seniors looking to stay hydrated on those scorching days. At first glance, it seems like the perfect, healthy option for hydration. But here's where things get tricky. Watermelon can pose some serious health risks, especially for seniors with heart conditions, kidney disease, or diabetes. Let's break down why this seemingly innocent fruit might not be as harmless as it seems. The hidden dangers of watermelon for seniors are more than just a simple case of too much water. Watermelon is made up of 92% water. And while this may seem like a hydration win, for seniors, that high water content can be a double-edged sword. As we age, our kidneys lose some of their ability to process fluids efficiently. Consuming large amounts of watermelon could lead to fluid retention, where the body holds on to excess water instead of flushing it out. This can cause swelling, and you may notice puffiness in your ankles, hands, or face. Worse yet, excess fluid can place a strain on your heart and lungs, potentially leading to shortness of breath. For those already battling heart issues, the added fluid load could be disastrous, as it forces the heart to work harder and raises blood pressure levels. Consider Betty, a 78-year-old woman from Arizona who thought she was being health conscious by enjoying watermelon every afternoon. She believed it was a great way to stay hydrated in the Arizona heat. But after a few days, she noticed swelling in her feet and felt unusually tired. One night, she woke up gasping for air and was rushed to the hospital. Doctors discovered that the excess fluid from her watermelon habit had overloaded her heart, resulting in a serious medical emergency. This was a wake-up call that even foods considered healthy can have hidden risks, especially as we grow older. For seniors on diuretics medications commonly prescribed to remove excess fluid, especially for heart failure or high blood pressure, watermelon poses an additional risk. The fruit's high water content can negate the effectiveness of these medications, leading to dangerous complications. This is another example of why it's so crucial to be mindful of the foods you eat and how they interact with the medications you're on. In conclusion, while watermelon is a wonderfully refreshing fruit, it comes with risks for seniors that are easy to overlook. For those with certain medical conditions, it's important to approach this fruit with caution. Remember, there are always safer alternatives for staying hydrated and keeping your health in check. Stay informed, stay safe, and always consult with your healthcare provider before making any dietary changes. A sneaky sugar spike, watermelon might seem like the perfect, refreshing, low-calorie snack, especially when those hot summer days roll around. But behind that sweet, juicy exterior lies a hidden danger, its high glycemic index, GI. What does that mean for seniors? It means watermelon can cause your blood sugar to spike quickly, almost as if you were drinking soda. The American Diabetes Association warns that just 2 cups of watermelon can lead to a rapid rise in blood sugar levels, which is a serious concern for those living with diabetes or pre-diabetes. For seniors who are already managing these conditions, this sugar rush can result in dizziness, fatigue, and mood swings. One moment, you might feel a quick burst of energy, but soon after, you'll crash, leaving you drained and irritable. The long-term consequences are even more concerning. Repeated spikes in blood sugar can worsen diabetes control over time, increasing the risk of complications like heart disease, nerve damage, and kidney failure. Even for seniors without diabetes, these Sudden spikes in blood sugar can lead to insulin resistance, which is a dangerous stepping stone towards developing type 2 diabetes. The sweetness of watermelon might be tempting, but its hidden costs on your blood sugar and long-term health are not worth the risk. Potassium pitfalls. While watermelon is known for its high water content, it also packs a hefty dose of potassium. Potassium is essential for heart and muscle health, which is why it's often praised for its nutritional value. But as with many things, too much of a good thing can be harmful, especially for seniors with kidney disease. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at processing fluids and filtering out excess potassium. For seniors with already weakened kidneys, consuming potassium-rich foods like watermelon can lead to a dangerous buildup of potassium in the blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia. The symptoms can be unsettling irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, dizziness, and in extreme cases, heart failure. According to the National Kidney Foundation, about 40% of people over 65 have some level of kidney dysfunction, often without realizing it. If your kidneys are already struggling, adding more potassium to your diet can be a dangerous decision. Imagine the quiet, creeping danger of thinking you're doing something healthy, like enjoying a watermelon slice, only to find that it may be pushing your body toward a serious medical issue. That's why it's so crucial for seniors to be cautious about the potassium in their diet and to monitor how their body responds to foods like watermelon. How to enjoy watermelon safely. If you love watermelon and can't bear the thought of cutting it out completely, there are ways to enjoy it with caution. First, keep your portions small. Half a cup of watermelon is more than enough to satisfy your cravings without overloading your system. Another way to reduce the impact is to pair watermelon with other foods. Combine it with protein-rich foods like nuts or fiber-rich options like seeds to help slow the absorption of sugar and balance the meal. Timing is also important. Try to avoid eating watermelon late in the day to prevent fluid retention overnight. Always listen to your body. If you experience swelling, breathlessness, or fatigue after eating watermelon, it's a sign that your body might be struggling with the high water content. Safer alternatives. If you're looking for a hydrating, sweet alternative to watermelon, there are plenty of options that won't bring the same risks. Try cucumber slices in water, cooling and hydrating, with no sugar or potassium overload. Frozen berries are a great option as well, with a low glycemic index that won't spike your blood sugar. Another great choice is sugar-infused water. Add a hint of watermelon juice and mint to your water for a refreshing taste without the full risks of eating the fruit. The bottom line is clear. Watermelon may seem like a guilt-free summer treat, but for seniors, especially those with heart, kidney, or blood sugar concerns, it's a fruit to approach with caution. By moderating your intake and being mindful of your body's reactions, you can still enjoy it, but with care. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Your support means everything to us. It helps us keep providing valuable content that empowers and informs. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell so you never miss a new video. Your support is truly appreciated. Now, let's move on to papayas. This tropical fruit is often lauded for its digestive benefits, which is why so many seniors are drawn to it. It's not uncommon to hear that papayas can help with digestion, reduce inflammation, and improve gut health. But while these benefits are true to an extent, there's a side to papayas that isn't often talked about, one that can cause serious health issues for seniors, particularly those on medication or with sensitive stomachs. Let's take a closer look at why papayas should be consumed with caution, especially if you're over 65. Medication interactions, one of the most significant concerns with papayas is how they interact with medications. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has noted that papayas can interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of several types of medications that seniors commonly take, including blood thinners, diabetes medications, and antibiotics. This happens because papayas contain an enzyme called papain, which can alter the way your body absorbs and processes certain drugs. For example, if you're taking blood thinners, like warfarin, consuming papayas can enhance the effects of the medication, increasing the likelihood of bleeding, a serious concern, especially for those with blood clotting disorders. Similarly, papayas can cause a drastic drop in blood sugar levels for seniors taking diabetes medication, leading to dizziness, confusion, weakness, and even fainting. Helen, a 71-year-old woman from San Diego, had always been a fan of papayas, believing in their digestive benefits. She began eating them daily as part of a healthy lifestyle. However, after a few weeks, she noticed that her blood pressure medication didn't seem to be working as effectively. She felt off, tired, and dizzy, and her blood pressure readings were irregular. When she visited her doctor, the first thing the doctor asked was about her diet. After Helen mentioned that she had been consuming papayas regularly, the doctor immediately suspected a drug-food interaction. Once Helen cut papayas out of her diet, her blood pressure stabilized. This story is a prime example of why seniors must be mindful of how their diet interacts with the medications they rely on. What seems like a harmless fruit can easily become a health risk if not carefully monitored. So, before you dive into that papaya, it's worth taking a moment to think about how it might interact with your medications. What seems like a healthy choice could quickly turn into a dangerous one if not properly managed. Papayas, while often celebrated for their deliciously sweet flavor and impressive nutritional profile, come with a lesser-known danger that should not be overlooked, especially for older adults. One of the most concerning risks is their potential connection to latex allergies, a danger that many people simply don't expect. For individuals with latex sensitivities, papayas can trigger severe allergic reactions. This is because the fruit contains certain proteins that closely resemble those found in latex. Many people who are allergic to latex often discover the hard way that their bodies also react negatively to papayas. It's truly frightening when you think about it, something as innocent as a piece of fruit. One that you might have enjoyed without a second thought could now cause you to break out in hives, experience intense itching, or even develop swelling in your mouth. In the most extreme cases, this allergy can be life-threatening, leading to difficulty breathing, a situation no one wants to face. What makes this particularly terrifying is that latex allergies can develop later in life, even if you've been eating papayas for years without issue. Just because you've enjoyed the fruit without any reactions before doesn't mean your body won't start reacting negatively to it as you get older. It's heartbreaking and unsettling to think that something so innocent can become a potential threat. It's a reminder that as we age, our bodies change in ways we often can't predict. The immune system, once robust, can begin to behave unpredictably, leading to reactions that we weren't prepared for. As difficult as it is to accept, it is essential to approach new foods with caution as we grow older. Never take for granted how your body might react. It's always wise, even a little bit heartbreaking, to pay attention to any changes in how your body responds to foods you've eaten for years. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Then there are the digestive issues that papayas can bring, another challenge that some seniors might face. Papayas are often touted as a miracle fruit for digestion, thanks to the enzyme papain that helps break down proteins in the stomach. While this can be a blessing for some, it poses a real problem for others, particularly older adults whose digestive systems are often more delicate. As we age, our stomachs can become more sensitive, more prone to irritation. The strong digestive properties of papayas, while helpful to some, can cause uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, excessive gas, acid reflux, and even painful stomach cramps. Imagine sitting down to enjoy what should be a pleasant meal, only to find yourself in agony shortly after eating. For many seniors, this is a frustrating reality. It's hard enough to enjoy life when your body starts to rebel against foods that used to bring you joy. And if you have conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or acid reflux, papayas can make matters worse. These conditions already make eating a challenge, and the enzyme in papayas can aggravate your symptoms, leaving you feeling worse than before. If you've ever found yourself wincing in discomfort after eating papaya, it's more than just a coincidence. It may be your body signaling that it's struggling to process the fruit. The digestive system, after all, is a finely tuned machine, and when it's already under strain, adding a powerful fruit like papaya to the mix can push it beyond its limits. But don't despair, some alternatives are much gentler on the stomach and just as beneficial for digestive health. Take plain yogurt or kefir, for instance. Both are packed with probiotics that promote a healthy gut, and they can help soothe your digestive system without the risk of irritation. Ginger tea is another fantastic option, offering natural relief and aiding digestion without the harshness of papayas. Fermented vegetables like sauerkraut and kimchi also provide an abundance of beneficial bacteria, supporting gut health in a way that feels nurturing, not damaging. These alternatives not only keep your digestive system happy, but also provide peace of mind, knowing you're choosing something gentle and kind to your body. However, if you absolutely must have that sweet tropical taste of papaya in your life, there are some steps you can take to minimize the risks. First and foremost, never eat papaya on an empty stomach. Doing so increases the chances of stomach irritation, which no one wants to endure. If you're on medication for blood pressure, blood thinning, or diabetes, it's crucial to consult your doctor or pharmacist before adding papayas to your diet. Starting with just a small portion, a few bites at most, can help you gauge how your body reacts. Pay attention to any discomfort, whether it's dizziness, stomach cramps, or unusual fatigue. These are warning signs that papaya may not be the best choice for you, no matter how much you may crave it. It's important to listen to your body, and sometimes the best choice is to avoid the fruit that could cause you harm. As we wrap up today's video, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. The potential dangers of papayas for older adults, especially latex allergies and digestive sensitivities, are things we don't always think about when enjoying our favorite fruits. We've also explored some valuable alternatives for improving digestion in a way that's gentle on your body. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you will take with you and put into practice in your life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our future content. We're here to help you live a healthier, happier life one step at a time. Thank you for watching.